Everybody, it is 3:32. Almost 1 minute till 3:33. But anyhow, it is May 10th, and I want to read you guys something here from Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. Woe to the unrighteous. And also, somebody made a report of a earthquake at 9.9 on my last video. I went ahead and checked that out, and what they're saying now is that was a false report from their computer. Their computer printed out a 9.9. It's not on the earthquake report, but you can probably Google it and say, you know, the false report of the 9.9. You know, whether it happened, maybe it happened, who knows? I mean, we don't know if we're going to get the truth from these people today or not, anyhow. But it says that it was a false report, that it printed out a 9.9 that never even happened. Okay, so I just wanted to include this into my message. Now, whether or not that's a true report, we don't know, you know. I don't expect to get much truth out of what's running this nation anymore, because remember, it's spiritual wickedness in high places. So I don't trust too much what, you know, our leaders are saying here in this nation anymore today. Not, you know, like it says, the wicked will continue doing wickedly and they won't understand. Okay, because they're under a strong delusion now, so that they may be damned. Everything that's written in the Bible. And this is what's happening today. Sadly, many people aren't seeing it. They're not even paying attention. They don't even pay attention to the planes that are spraying those chemtrails. They've been doing it for years. They just literally, they're not paying attention to anything. We who have been chosen, who are awake, we see what's going on. Sadly, they don't. And there's a reason for that. We just have to trust God, and God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and trust in our Lord Jesus Christ. I feel the time's coming. We're very close, you guys. All these things are just leading to the end of where we're at today. It's like a flower that blossoms. Well, that's what's happened. Wickedness has blossomed out. It's peaked its peak. You know what I mean? To where, you know, it's as wicked as it can get. People just haven't felt the aftermath of what's coming, what's going to start happening. And people are going to get all these things that their hearts sought. They're going to have them. But what's going to happen is those that are chosen are going to be taken. And when we leave, He's also going to take His blessings that He did give us, which was food, you know, so that people could prosper and live and continue. And when they see these things that they thought were worth so much to them, they're going to realize they can't deliver them. That these things were just an illusion, you know, to the real things that were around them, the good things. But anyhow, let me read this, okay? Woe to the unrighteous, chapter 6. This is Habakkuk, Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these things take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Shall they not rise up suddenly, and shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? Thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of thy people shall spoil thee, because of men, blood, and for their violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. Yet he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall worry themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, and the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken. Also that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoils of beasts, which made them afraid, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, of all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof has given it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusteth therein? I make dumb idols, and to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, and the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, right here in Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14, the day of the Lord is near. It is near to you guys. It's very near. I can feel it just even with sharing with other people. It's almost as if they're no longer receiving anything that you're trying to tell them anymore. It's like that window I heard being shut. It slid. I could hear it sliding, and then clicked shut. It's like that door to Noah's Ark. When it was shut, it was shut. No more was getting in. You know, and in a sense, those that have been chosen, they're already in the ark. Okay, they're chosen by the Lord, so therefore they're covered and protected by Him, and they'll be taken in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye. We're already in that ark, and those that aren't chosen, it's almost like when you try to talk to them now, they don't see it, hear it, get it, or nothing. And I feel it's like time has come. The time has come. Okay? Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And they shall walk like blind men. I mean, you look at what's going on today. People can't see it. You know, there's only a few of us that could see it. You can sit there and talk to these people, and they are walking, and they are as blind men. Stop and look at it, you guys. Everything that's written in this Bible it's it's coming to pass. You could sit there and talk to all these people, and they're walking about doing what they normally do, and they don't see a thing. What did he tell the Pharisees when he healed the blind? And he goes, you can see, but yet you're blind. In other words, you see the miracles being done, and you call it evil and wickedness. You know, and here the blind that couldn't see, now he does see. He truly sees. And that guy, you know, he was down there worshiping at the Lord's feet, where those that could see were only coming against him. You know, speaking against him, calling him evil, wickedness. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. You guys know what dung is. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of them that dwell in the land. In other words, it's going to happen quickly, very quickly. See, we're sitting here thinking, you know, how much longer, how much longer? Let me tell you something. When it comes, it's going to seem so suddenly. You know, we're all, like right now, where I'm at right now, I was told to pull over here and wait. And that's what I did. You know, you guys remember when I pointed to the palm of my hand, the spirit that went right there to it? It told me to come here, get this vehicle, do what I'm doing. And everything's going to happen according to what the Lord's will is. You know, you guys have to be, we really do have to, remember what Jesus said, our patience. We have to be patient. We see it coming now. We do. We surely see the sword coming. And we have been warning people just as he told us to do. And now I feel we've done it for that period of time that he wanted. I've been doing it just over 3 years. Okay, I received this photo. I received it in 2014. Okay, you guys see that angel above my head blowing the trumpet. I received that in 2014. What year is it now? I've been showing this a lot ever since. And it's just been a little over 3 years I've been doing it. And you can see that anointment being poured on top of my head even. It looks like it's like golden looking like honey or oil or something like that. Some kind of gold looking something being poured on my head even. I didn't see this photo until 2014, you guys. I'm 50, I'll be 57 this May 23rd. Okay? I'm my mother's 5th child. You can't make this stuff up. Okay? You can't make it up. I'm my mother's 5th child. I was born in May, which is the 5th month, on the 23rd. 2 plus 3 is 5. You know, the Lord orchestrates and creates and makes all these things happen. Now, we've also done all this to call to repentance. Gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation, not desired, but before the decree, bring forth before the day pass as a shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord comes upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, and it shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. You guys remember when I had that dream where, let me go right here to Isaiah. I had that dream where I was in a, like shoveling a walk in front of a door where I could shut that door, and I heard something coming down like, boom. It sounded biblical, very biblical, and very like it was coming down, and you didn't want to be You didn't want to be in the path of it when it came down. And this is what it led me to right here. And this also sounds like the rapture, okay? Just like the rapture, okay? And where he says, come, 4-letter word, C-O-M-E. That's where he calls you, come. And let me tell you, I've seen it in a dream when I was in my early 20s where I was pulled to him like a magnet. I'm telling you, it was very fast too. And you can't even resist it. You're going to come to him like it's a pulling. And you're going to come, and it's going to come very quickly. But where it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Now, if you notice where he says, enter into thy chambers, that's a place where he wants us to stay while he comes down to the earth. Because that's what it says. When he says, come, we're no longer on the earth. Enter into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if it were for a little moment. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20-21. As if it were for a little moment. See, a little moment there, a lot can happen here. A whole lot can happen here in just a moment there. Until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth shall also disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Yeah, and then I was showing you over here where he talks about his indignation here. And then we go right over here to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 27. All right, and it's speaking basically the same thing. Behold, the name of the Lord cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire. You know, these are the things that are getting ready to happen, you guys. You know, where it says, I have trodden the winepress. Isaiah 63. I had a dream about all this stuff too. Where, like, we were in a wine press and people were walking on the fruits of the earth, smashing them with their feet. In other words, everything that God gives us, people had it all beneath their feet. And yet greed and more wantonness and lustfulness of this world, they made it to where affliction came on a lot of people, where they were controlling everything. But I seen where they were walking on the fruits of the earth saying, show us signs, show us signs. Then they were bent over and had their heads cut off. And I believe that's going to be, like the martyrs, which I believe is at hand now. And I told you how I just went down there and bought the new t-shirt from that store, and now they have those out, martyrs. That's the new t-shirt that they have out, and it's time. This is the time that is at hand for that now. I have trodden the winepress alone, and the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. And I will stain my remnant, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. This is what's getting ready to happen, you guys. It's getting ready to happen. Been warning people for a long time, and I hope you guys are able to see that angel blowing that trumpet. I know a lot of people have been able to, and I know some people said that they can't. See, it's like this. I can clearly see the faces in here where a lot of people can't make it out. I see a face looking down on the earth, and then I also see right here, lightly and light, those are the eyes, that's the nose and the mouth looking down on the earth. I can clearly see it. Then that face turns very quickly, moving forward. Then here's the mouth and the chin right here, okay? I seen his whole face. He revealed his whole face to me. And it was like his backside as he was walking around the corner. and he was real high. You know, he's like very high. And all I seen was the backside, but he was smiling at me. And let me tell you something, man. I started seeing things after that just blew my mind. Now here's another face right here. You can see the nose, the mustache, beard. Those are the eyes. And then here's another face where I think it was moving down. They're very fast, you guys. This was in the blink of an eye, man. I was originally taking a picture of that rainbow. Something told me to do it, so I did. And lo and behold, that's what I got. You know, this is getting ready to happen, you guys. You could see the face of like a gorilla right there. These are some wicked spirits that are going to be released. I believe once the rapture happens, these other things are going to be let out. When they're let out, that's when you're going to be hearing, you know, men's hearts failing them for the things that they're going to be seeing. You know, people don't want to believe, but they're going to believe. You know, and the churches, they don't even want to talk about it, about us being a host. God created us for His pleasure. And He's not pleased with us no more, you know what I mean, with what's going on here. It's not a good place, you know. Our bodies were a host where they would come down and dwell within us. You know, people can't even understand that or even believe that. But they didn't create us so they could come down here and live like whores. You know, this ain't what they wanted. They didn't want this at all. People instead, you know, they're following the devil. Jesus said He came to overcome what was in the world, which in the beginning He said, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil has come down to you. You know, that's why He said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Churches don't even warn you about that. They just say, we're blessed for this, blessed for that, blessed for this. He blessed us, you know, trying to say everything's, God gave us all this technology. No. These things would look foolish to God, what we have here. What God does, He doesn't do this kind of stuff. God creates beauty and things. He doesn't, this is being destroyed. This is all the devil, what you see going on. God's a creator of things. He doesn't, this is being destroyed. It's just the opposite what people think. Why do you think there's so many people that can't see? They can't see because of it. Anyhow, you guys, I'm gonna cut this short. I just wanted to make mention of that. Somebody made a comment about a 9.9 earthquake, and it did print it out saying there was. That's what they said. It printed it out showing a 9.9 earthquake had happened, but they're saying in reality it didn't happen. They don't understand why it did that even. You know, I believe a lot of things are getting ready to happen, and you know, there's not much time. You know, like I said, or like it says in the Bible, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. This is spiritual wickedness. This is a spiritual battle that's going on right now. And many people are not aware. They're participants in it, but they're not aware. Trump, he has no idea, man. These people are all puppets, man. I've noticed how they even act and look different. To me, they almost seem like they act more ignorant, you know, not as smart as they used to be. Now it's like they're, whatever they used to have, it's gone. Now it's like as if somebody pulled their pants down and they're walking around like that one movie, Dumb and Dumber or whatever, or I can't think of that guy's name. You know, but they don't look so smart anymore. You know, they're not doing smart things anymore. And they're all been hosted like puppets all this time. They've been following. That's why it says in the Bible, those that now lit will continue to lit until they be taken out of the way. You know, and that's why when you read that, when I read there to you about He will cause them to walk around as blind men, they are. They literally don't see what they're doing anymore. You know, what leads them is money. anyhow, you guys, God bless y'all. Remember, it's just going to get worse, you know, a lot more worse. We're going to be seeing things happening that, this place is finished. This place is finished. You know, people can't even see the writing on the wall, but it's definitely here. This is May 10th, and we still got, what, another 20 days in this month? Like I said, we shouldn't be surprised with anything that's going to be happening. But remember, only 5 are wise in the world. So there's not a lot of people that even have a clue of what's going on, you know. And it said the wicked will continue doing wickedly, and they won't understand because they're just going to continue. Those that lie are going to continue to lie. Those that cheat are going to continue to be cheaters. Those that are adulterers are going to continue to be adulterers. And they won't understand. They're just going to continue doing what they've always done. You know, those that were doing whatever it takes, following the flow, going with the flow, they're going to continue going with the flow. You know, because why? It says straight and narrow is that path. And those of us that we've been separated, we knew it, we seen it, we followed it, we got on it. And remember, it also said we were all once that way ourselves. You know, but there's something that the Lord's seen in us that got us to, that He found favor in us, gave us grace. That's what grace is to me. You know. Anyhow, you guys, God bless you. Just be ready. This is the time. This is the season. You know, we're getting ready. I know we are. There's no doubt in my mind. Even sharing with people anymore, it feels like it's over. It feels like it's done. You know, it's a done deal. And my dreams have showed me where we're changing into the spirit. We're going to be leaving. It's almost like as if we're already in that ark. Okay? God can create and do what He pleases, whatever He pleases. Okay? And that's what this is. The chosen will be taken. We're going to be taken out of the way. And I seen where I had to clear that door and go into that room, and I shut the door, and I heard His indignation coming down. These are the things that we're getting ready to do. And when we go into that room or whatever, it's going to be as if for a little moment. You know, all these things are getting ready to happen. And it's going to happen. When it happens, it's going to be, you know, very quickly. It's going to seem very quick. And then we're going to be looking at the time we had and be grateful for this time that we have had to prepare and to do what we could do. You know, everything happens according to God's plan. And it's going to. Everything. You know, but anyhow, it's wrapping up, man. You can be sure of that. This is wrapping up now. And I always felt 2017 is it. I felt it, that 2017 is it. And like I said, I got that picture in 2014 for 3 years. And how long was Jesus' ministry with His disciples? It was around 3 years, maybe a little over 3 years. And that's how long I've had that photo, and I've been showing it for that length of time, you know. And He does everything according to numbers, you know. And it's wrapping up. But with that being said, God bless you guys. And I looked up that 9.9, and it was you might want to Google it, say the false report 9.9 earthquake, and you'll be able to see more. I tried to get a clip of it, you know, when you want to copy it and print it, but it wouldn't let me do that. I don't know why. But anyhow, that's what they said. I figured I'd share that with you guys. You could check it out. It was supposedly like around like San Diego, California. You could be sure that something's getting ready to happen. And when it happens, it's going to be a big one. That could be even letting us know something's getting ready to happen. You know? So just don't be surprised when it does happen. The most important thing of all this is is drawing close to Christ. Okay, being close to Christ, in Christ, being a part of Christ. Don't let nothing in this world affect you. Okay, because these things are all going to be destroyed and put away. Okay, it's all about being as close to Christ as possible. So don't be surprised with what you might see in this world. You know, we've seen enough already, haven't we? God bless you guys. I love each and every one of you.